My name's Steffan Sean Francis. My stage name is Steffan Fourace Francis. Got that name from kind of a play on words, four eyes, the four aces and the cards. So I started magic about 6 to 7 years ago, I'd say. And I started off, I always visit my grandparents on the weekend, or I used to. And my granddad, he showed me a card trick once. One of these basic card tricks everybody knows, but he showed me the card trick and I had to know how it was done. There was no way I was leaving there without knowing how it was done. So I asked him to do it again. And again, and again, and again, and safe to say he was probably sick of me by the end of the day, but he kept showing it to me until eventually I did work out how it was done. And then I didn't tell him though. I didn't tell him that I worked it out. I waited until the next week when I went up to see him again, and this time I performed it back to him. Safe to say he wasn't too happy about that. The one thing he had over me, I took it away from him, but he liked the fact that I put that effort in, and eventually I kind of thought, okay, well, I'm going to try and do this to some other people. So I took that same card trick that I learned from my granddad, little 10 or 11-year-old me, went to school, went around with my friends, and I started performing this card trick to them. I started showing it to them, and I had some cool reactions and some people who were impressed. And I liked that. I liked the feeling of kind of having that ability to give somebody a moment that they couldn't explain, and I had to know more. I had a thirst to expand my knowledge for this art, and I really do view it as art. As an art, it's amazing. It's really a beautiful thing when you perform it correctly. And so I started looking online, started to expand my knowledge, started to find the right places, because obviously magic's the difficulty with being a magician is it's not easy to become a magician because you don't know where to start. You can't wake up and think, okay, I want to learn an instrument today, so I'm going to go buy an instrument, I'm going to hire a teacher. With magic, it's a lot harder. You have to know where to look, and it took a long time for me to find the right places to look. But when I did find them, I was kind of taken aback by this massive, kind of broad variety of material that was available to me, and I had so much material that I had to look into and start to kind of learn a bit of this, a bit like coins, cards, mentalism, hypnosis, all these different branches of magic, some of which I didn't even know existed. And I really found myself starting to learn more and more and starting to expand my repertoire. It's an expensive art, I had to buy a lot of stuff, but it's starting to pay off now. But I started to, as I grew with more material, I started to feel as though I had to kind of show this off. I had to show off what I'd learned. So I went out to my friends again, maybe some family, eventually progressing to just strangers on the street or whatever, having to show them what I could do. And so as I performed more and more, I really found a real passion for this. I really loved doing this. I never had confidence in myself, but I felt as though having confidence in the magic meant that I could go in front of people. If you asked me to go in front of somebody before I knew magic, I would never have been able to do that. Now, if you give me an audience of 5,000 people, if I'm doing what I love doing, I'm happy to do it because I can put on a persona, I can kind of escape my own reality. And that kind of brings me on to what I love most about magic, which is what I can give to other people. I can give them a chance to escape their reality too. Because once you're in that moment, once you're watching me perform, or any other performer for that matter, once you're watching a performer, you're not thinking about perhaps your bills or any issues you have at home or anything like that, any worries you might have. You're not thinking about that. You're only thinking about what you can see in front of you. And I think the fact that I can give that to somebody is an amazing moment to be a part of. I often ask people if they believe that time travel is a real thing, if it can be done. Now, I get some varied answers. Now, I don't believe that people can travel in time, but what I do believe is that objects can travel in time. So I'm going to try my best to demonstrate that to you now. So, for example, if you don't believe that it's possible, maybe I might just be able to change your mind. So I'm going to use a pack of cards. Now, I've already gone through and separated the spades from the rest of the pack. And we're going to go ahead and use the spades first of all. Use the spades first of all. Now, you'll notice that the spades they're in a random order. For example, I've got an ace, a queen, a 2, 4, 9, 5, 7, 3, 8, 10, 6, jack, king. They're all completely random. But what I'm going to try and do is take those spades back in time to before they were mixed, to right back to new deck order, just like they were before they were taken out of this box just a few weeks ago. Just like that. You'll notice now, these cards, these spades are completely in order. 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, Jack, Queen and King, just in complete new order. But that's not all. You'll also notice that the rest of the cards over here, they're also in completely random order. They're completely mixed up, as you can see. Now what I'm going to try and do again is also move them completely back to how they were before they were mixed, just like this, watch. Just like that, they go right back into time, right back before they were shuffled, right back into new deck order. Now maybe you'll agree that objects can travel back in time. Okay, now I've already demonstrated or kind of expressed my real interest in the psychology behind magic and the predictability of people. And the predictability of people is something I always come back to in all of my shows because I rely very heavily on people being predictable. And I'm going to show you exactly how predictable people are. I'm going to do that using this notebook. I've taken the liberty of writing a couple of names of celebrities on each page. So for example, we've got Tom Hanks on that one, then we got Brad Pitt, Johnny Depp, Emma Watson, Donald Trump, Oprah Winfrey, Bruce Willis, Steve Harvey. I mean, it goes on. Matt Damon, Kanye West, Penn and Teller, some of my favourites. It goes on. But what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to run through the book just like this, and you're going to say stop whenever you like, just like that. Just say stop whenever you like.
Stop.
Right there. I want you to go ahead and have a look at that name for me.
Okay.
Okay, you've got it?
Uh-huh.
Now, I could tell you what name you stopped on, but you might think I looked or any of that stuff. So what's better than that is what if I told you that every name in this book is now the name that you stopped on? What if I told you that, in fact, the name you stopped on, Will Smith, is actually every single name in that book? I often wonder, with my audience, I always ask them if they like fishing. And whenever I ask my audience if they like fishing and they look in front of me and they see a needle and thread, then they always get a bit nervous as to what I'm about to do. But I usually should tell you and reassure you that everything's fine, but I don't like to lie to you. It's not fine. What I'm going to try and do is just go ahead and actually swallow one of these needles. Now, I don't know if you can get that, but it's one of these embroidery needles, 25 assorted needles. They come in a little pack like this, and I picked the smallest one, a bit easier that way. But what I'm going to try and do is just swallow it. It's very simple. As you do, I'm a bit hungry, so... And just like that, I mean, the needle's gone. I mean, it's as simple as that. As you can see, it's not in my mouth there. Not under the tongue. But this is why I ask people if they like fishing. Because I like fishing. And sometimes you have to go fishing. And I think I'm going to do a bit of fishing right now. Yeah, and that's that. I don't know, maybe I should pick up another hobby instead. I've got a book. It's a normal book now. If somebody was here, of course, they could check it for me. But bookmark, sorry about that. But every page is completely different. Maybe you can see this, maybe you can't. But feel free to have a look, and you'll see that every single page in this book is different. No repeat words, anything like that. They're all completely different. Now, what I'm going to have you do, if there was somebody here again, they could go through this book completely free, up to them. But seeing as though that's not possible, if you could just say stop whenever you like, and I'm going to run through this book just like that.
Stop.
Perfect. Now I'd like you to take a look at this page, And I'd like you to scan that page and think of a long-ish word, not like an and or a the or something boring like that. Make it difficult for me, maybe like 7 or 8, even 9 letters if you can find a word like that. And just think of it. Alright, you've got a word, perfect. Just focus on that word for me. And I'd like you to stare at that book and just really imagine that word is right here. I'd like you to go in that word and maybe pick out a letter that stands out to you. Have you got one? Is there a V? Is there a V in the word?
There is, yeah.
There is. Just go to that V and think of the letter just before that V. Unless V is the first letter, of course.
Okay.
I'm getting an E.
Okay.
That was quite strong. I think there's more than one E in this word, right? That was quite strong, that E. I want to say there's 2 E's.
Okay.
I want to say if I had to put them somewhere, they'd be either side of that V.
Okay.
There's an E, V, E. Is there an R in that word?
There is, yeah.
There is?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Is it the first letter?
Is the R the first letter? No.
What was the first letter, sorry?
F.
F. Really look at that book, really see it here. See that word right there for me? Think of what that word means. Have you got it? If I said that it's something that's not well, does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Is the word feverishly?
Uh-huh, yeah.
So for this trick, what I'm going to need is a ring. So I assume you have one?
Yes, I do, yeah.
Perfect, and I just grab it off you really quick, thanks.
Here you go.
Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the ring. Do you believe in magic? I'm going to need my wallet for this.
Some of it.
You believe in magic, some of it.
A little bit.
You shouldn't, it's fake. But what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to take that ring and I'm going to do something really weird with it. Let me grab my wallet out here. I'm going to try and kind of throw it inside the wallet, and you can kind of see either side there. And if I open this wallet, inside it what I have is another wallet, and if I open that wallet, it might feel a great surprise to see I have another one in there.
Mm-hmm.
And if I open that wallet, what I have in there is a little bit of cloth. And if I unravel that bit of cloth, I'll try not to let anything, not to damage your ring here. If I unravel that cloth, inside is actually a ring, and I believe that's yours.
Oh, brilliant. Yes. Thank you very much.
Are you lucky at all? Are you a lucky person?
Well, sometimes.
Sometimes. We're going to test your luck. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to deal some cards like this, and whenever you like, you're going to say stop. And whenever you say stop, the next card after you say stop, I'm going to deal to the side like that. Okay? Make sense?
Okay.
Perfect. Just say stop whenever you want.
Stop.
Right there. Are you sure you want that one?
Uh-huh.
Okay. And again.
Stop.
Are you sure?
Uh-huh.
You can change if you want.
No, I'm fine.
You're fine. Okay. And again.
Stop.
Are you sure you want that one again? You can change if you want. Okay. And one more time.
Stop.
Are you sure?
Yes.
You can change if you like.
100%.
Okay. So you said stop 4 times. We stopped on 4 cards. Now I did mention earlier that what my stage name is, and it's Steffan Fourace, Francis. And there's a reason they call me that. It's because I would say you're pretty lucky. Just say stop for me whenever you like.
Stop.
Right there. Have a look at the card that you stopped at. Remember it.
Okay.
Got it?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and throw it there and say stop again, and we'll put it back.
Stop.
Right there, and we'll throw it back in there. Are you sure you want to put it here?
Yes.
Okay, and we'll give them a shuffle. Easy as that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a lie detector test with you. Okay? So I'm going to show you a card. I'm going to ask you, is this your card? You can say yes, you can say no, you can lie, tell the truth, it's up to you. Okay? So what I'd like you to do is to tell me if that's your card or not. You can lie, remember.
Okay.
Is that your card?
No.
No? Is that your card?
No.
You sure?
Uh-huh.
Is that your card?
Yes.
Now, you know what? I don't think any of those are your card. Now, if I'm wrong, don't tell me yet. Okay. I think it might be the 6 of hearts. So I'm going to go ahead and put the 6 of hearts right over there, because I think that's your card. So now I want you to be honest. Your card's not here, is it?
You want me to be honest?
Yeah, it's not here, is it?
It is, yes.
Which one of these is yours? See, I thought it was over there.
Yeah, okay.
Just say stop.
Stop.
Right there. Have a look at the card that you stopped at.
Okay.
Okay. We'll throw it down there and just say stop whenever you like.
Stop.
Right there. And we'll throw it back in right there. And we'll go ahead and give him a good shuffle as well. Now, what I'm going to do is we're going to need 3 cards for this trick. Now, just remember your card. It's not important right now, but it will be important in a moment. We'll need one of those. We'll need one of those. Yeah, that'll work like that. Okay, so we'll use these 3 cards. We don't need the rest. Can you see these okay?
Uh-huh.
Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a king, another king, and an ace. Just like that, okay? It's very easy. Which card is on top?
The ace.
The ace? No, it's the king. Try again.
The king.
No, it's the ace. But what we'll do is if we take the king, put it on bottom, it turns to an ace.
Okay.
They're actually all aces now. I lied, they're all kings. I lied again. One's a king, one's an ace, one is yours.